Hello friends, I'm here to do a journal that's an accordion journal. Here it is, and I got watercolor paper down. It's quite thick, but I thought I'd give it a try. This is how it is. I used a piece of, I made watercolor paper 12 by 12 and then used that to be like 6 inches down, cut that in half. Every 4 inches I did the, creases, and then that's how I did it with, and then I cut it with my cutting tool down the 6-inch marks, and then I had two together, and I just put the edges together, and yeah, glued them. In fact, I did 2 sheets that way, so I ended up gluing this one here together, and then another one. So this is my accordion type of book that I've done. So I wanted to kind of decorate it today. If you want, I know Nikki does an accordion book, some of the instructions on there on how to make it. I just did that. I mean, if you guys want me to do a video on how I did this part, I can do that, but if you guys, you may not already know. So here's an ink pad I was going to put on my little jelly plate, and this jelly plate's a 5 by 3, I believe. Yeah. And so I'm just putting some orange down on there, and I kind of play with it. So I'm just going to do some squiggly lines and play with that. So I'm kind of don't know what to do. I'm using watercolor paper. I thought, well, I'm going to put a lot of pressure down. I'm kind of using it as a stamp. And there we go. So I'm putting some color on here, and I'm playing it with it that way. I have no real, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I know this is watercolor paper. This is ink that is water soluble. I'm kind of maybe mixing some colors together. It doesn't matter. But I thought I'd play with it that way. So this is all Stampin' Up! Ink that I don't really use that much. And I should. So I'm just doing some little mark here and there. So here we go. And I'm not being very precise. You can stand up. Maybe I'll stand up with this. And I thought I'd just play with it like that. There's the orange and the green together. So I would just play with it. Here's some red. And we'll just do whatever for like a little U shape, and I'm just kind of playing with it to see how that works. Something different, something new I thought I'd play with. And then I can wipe it all clean after if I like. So I did the orange, I did the red, now I'm going to work on the purple. We'll see how it works. So here's the orchid, whatever the other. And I got tons of colors, but I'm just going to grab these 4, I think, because I could just go crazy and have all these colors everywhere. Oh, actually, I'm going to do a design, and I'm going to do like that. And press it down. And it's kind of crooked, this one, but hey, whatever. There we go. So I'm playing with it like this. I'm trying to, this one's off, but whatever. It's going to be fine. I'm trying to center it a little bit in my, but the imperfection is going to be fine. So here we go. We're going to go again with green. And I'm not keeping track of what designs I do. I'm just going to play with it and enjoy myself in mindless stamping my inks. So you can use any kind of ink, colored inks that you have. I'm just using these because I never do, and I should use them up. I really should. So I'm just making it easy. For myself to come up with something a little different. Inking it up, and this one might have to go in again. Looks like it's a little on the dry side. And I dropped it. There we go. But that's okay. It's okay that I dropped it. It's because I got too much going on with my sleeves. It's a little cold down here, so I got my sweater on. I got some different colors in the background. Isn't that cool? So you guys can play with whatever you want. Don't let it dry out. The red one's a little bit of a drier ink, but it looks nice. So you can do like a reverse stamp on here where you can stamp, like say here I did this stamp on here. I could do that if that's what I want to do. But I'm just kind of doing little wiggles and seeing what kind of pops out. Just see what kind of happens here. And using up my ink. And you can see I know I'm not in here properly. See how dry that one is? It's always getting a little bit on the dry side. So I thought this would be a really neat, fun way to fill some pages with some unique markings. And I'm using some little tools from DecoArts that you use for jelly prints or making texture on your pages with modeling paste. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm just doing different little shapes or squiggles. Nothing really trying to be the same. Just doing different little markings. Now I'm going to do the back side, and I'm just doing the order pretty much the same, but well, that's about it. That's the only thing I'm doing. I'm just keeping the order just because. No reason for it, just because. Can you guys see this? I'm trying to be really quick without letting the ink get to take away from the fill-in where I just did the little design. So it will, you have to kind of, you know, work it that way. My red one's always a little drier. I'm doing it a little bit out of the camera, I know, because especially for the red one, I'm moving it. This one's nice and juicy. If you want to really get that print in there, you got to put a lot of pressure. So I'm standing up right now. And that's just the fun of it. There it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm just doing something totally crazy but fun. And I got a lot of green in there still. And it's going in the lines. And I'm keeping with this red, even though I'm not happy. It's not too juicy, but whatever. It is what it is. It's still making a nice color. You still see some detail. And who knows what you can do on top. You could just play with whatever design. So, nice juicy. See how nice and juicy that is? That's what you want. So if you want to play around with your colors first before you do it and get something really juicy so you get nice prints every time. Or you could just use your what you have left. So I know I'm doing it partially out of the screen, but like I said, I want to get things going here. pushing hard. And look at that, just great. Great. Trying to get this one as quick as possible because it's the dry one and it doesn't want to get the marks too much in there, but you guys can still see it. And my purple. There we go. I'm not in the center again. Fun. That is about it. That was a quick process. You can go over it with other colors. Let's just see here. I'm going to wash this a little bit here. Close these up a bit. Okay, so now we're just going to do a quick flip through with this. I got ink everywhere, but hey, it's all the fun. So this is what it looks like with the jelly print plate, the 5x3, 3x5, whatever you call it. Here are the prints I made using that. Just playing with my ink. So now I can either stamp directly on there, doodle a picture, have torn pieces on there, add pockets, do whatever I want for this little book. And then I could even do more jelly printing on top. Anything like that. So this is it. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting. And I like it. That was fun. So if you guys need to think about a quick fun idea, this is on watercolor paper. You could do it on cardstock and that kind of thing too. It's not like so soaked that it's going to wreck the card. And there we go. Hope you guys like this and give it a try. Don't forget to craft like a duck, guys. Bye.